right. All right. What's up, everybody? All right. So, Matt was talking about WCT, and I wanted to hit live before we got too into it because I've
No,
been
no, I
I've
can't tell
been
anybody about it. It's a secret. You have to be
yeah
there. What
yeah
happens at West
exactly.
Coast Throwdown stays at West Coast Throwdown.
But Gank was he just straight up was like, okay, I didn't take many pictures, and I was like, dude, you're in all of them. Like everybody, Aaron, Teabag, Daryl, everybody that's posting pictures, you just see Gank sitting there or cutting the smoke. Oh man, that looks so cool. Oh,
Oh, the brisket, dude, that brisket turned
dude,
out fucking super juicy. Like
the
it, it,
moan, the moan across the crowd in that video where you're slicing it and the juice just oozes out. The simultaneous moan amongst everybody around was just like,
oh,
oh,
dude, dude, I forget. I almost couldn't film that part because I was laughing so fucking hard. Aaron's got a video that I'm kind of hoping he doesn't release, but it's fucking hilarious. And it's like we're cutting brisket, it's just like juicing, and people are, oh, she's a squirter. Dude,
what's
like,
up? What's up, Jeff Poole and Geppetto? Props up.
yeah, so
What's up,
yeah,
Andre, David?
I had to slap the biscuit like a beautiful booty. Um,
Dude, I was living so vicariously through all of those live videos that everybody was doing. Every time one would end, somebody else would start a live video, and so I was like bouncing through every live video I could find, and it was like there was not many people. Everybody was like, "I'm having cell phone issues," and I'm like, "No, this was my one moment to love watching
so
everybody."
only people with AT&T actually had service,
Yes,
and they only had like
uh,
one bar, so live streaming was not working. Uh, Uploading pictures and sending text messages, I would be sitting at my desk or at my
yeah.
chair, and with no signal at all, and all of a sudden I hear bling. I'm like, what the fuck? I look down and I get a text message, and there's no bars, and I'm like, so it was like super spotty. Next year they're talking about having Starlink internet
Yeah.
set up. So I talked to Nathan a bit about that. So Nathan said they were going to do it this year, but they didn't want to. They weren't sure
Nice.
about it, and they didn't want to have to deal with all the setup and the that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, dude, freaking West Coast Throwdown was a riot. I had tons of fun. Um, Definitely going back next year. So everybody was really digging the freaking brisket and the fucking pulled pork.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
dude. It was gone faster than you could finish cutting it.
well, at IO it disappeared super quick, but at West Coast Throwdown I had leftovers because I did two 8-pound pork butts and I did a 20-pound brisket.
Yeah.
So I did more food for West Coast Throwdown, and the day that I cooked it was actually closing day. So like most of the people had already shipped out. A lot of people were sticking around for the 12:30, 1:30, the last raffle draw, and then they left after that.
Yeah.
So it was pretty much just the Quad Fellas guys, and then Derek, me and Derek, pretty much everybody that was left was there. Well, I invited everybody that was left was there. I drove around the parking lot screaming, "Free biscuit!" So, but yeah, it was super cool. Met a lot of really cool people. Um, a lot of people I've been wanting to meet for a while. Terry Teabag, got to meet him. Vanny was out there, which is pretty funny. The only other Texas guy there. Um, let's see. Got to meet all the Quad Fellas guys. They were freaking awesome. Jesse's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Daryl, freaking Kelly, Ryan. Dude, that's a cool fucking group of dudes out there. Uh,
Yeah. They're all good guys. I love chatting with those guys.
yeah, dude, I'm telling you what, it was a freaking riot out there. I don't know, dude. I had a lot of fun. Uh, ended up talking about my frames a lot while I was there because not a lot of the West Coast guys had seen them yet because I haven't been to a lot of West Coast events.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm like the biggest advertiser of my own frames, just because I'm the only one I fly them more than anyone else. But yeah, so I sold every Nemesis HD Micro I had. Sold four ASP racers. Traded some quad stuff. Traded for some stuff. I brought all my old drone parts there, and I kind of arranged a swap meet, which turned out to be there was a couple of guys that showed up to swap some stuff. But it was mostly just me and all my drone parts set on next to. I actually had a half-ass vendor table set up. Couldn't do PayPal purchases, but I could do it. I was doing cash purchases, so
nice.
Fortunately, that worked out. Let's see, got a couple more people interested in flying the Necromancer. Actually, quite a few more people interested.
Yes,
in flying
you did.
two that are definitely interested in being on the test team. So I won't say their names, but
Aww.
Not until they're actually flying them. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I know.
Like I said, things that get said at a race aren't always what ends up happening. So I'll let once the frames are out and stuff, and then hopefully I won't have to tell you the people will be posting. So.
Well, they're pretty decent names. You've discussed it.
They are, and I don't want to.
Don't jinx it.
Well, I mean, like I said, if some of them are pretty big names, and some of them may have sponsors. Right?
Yeah.
So, and I don't follow who sponsors everybody, so I don't want to mess with anything like that with anybody's stuff. But I do need my frames tested. So. And they will get tested.
Yeah, I like them. I've tested a few of them. I like them.
I tested a few. They're all right.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, my fleet is generally all gigs, right?
I know you're getting there. You still got one missing in the mail. If anybody freaking knows somebody that works at the UPS, please hassle them. I sent Dan for that. Dan ordered a frame from me. Fuck. 3.5 weeks ago.
It was a month ago. It was the 28th of.
Yeah, so a fucking month ago. Yeah. That damn thing has been to Florida. It's been to West Virginia. It's been to Virginia, Connecticut, fucking all over the goddamn place. They've got multiple interrupts trying to fucking get the goddamn thing there.
Yeah, it's gone. It's disappeared.
Yeah, I need to. I need to file a claim myself. I think to probably help as well.
You file it and see what happens, because I filed an intercept, and 6 or 7 days later, I got an email being like, your credit card is not being charged because we are unable to intercept this package. And I was like, good day. I was like, great, thanks, awesome. So yeah, it was interesting, but eventually I'm gonna order another Nemesis at some point, because I definitely need to do that. But I also.
You hear that? That was my dog trying to get onto the fucking counter because she's being a little bitch. Excuse me for a minute. Hey!
Oh, Maddie's Drone World. That's awesome, man. Yeah, dude, you have a great stream too. I'll have to be sure to check that out. We'll figure it out. But yeah, reach out and we'll We'll figure out some sort of a crossover maybe. But yeah. Props off says, Matt, send me your frames. I'll test them.
I've got seven people pre-ordered to test the new Mutiny V2.
What's up, everybody?
So, but yeah, normally I'll do pre-orders for my frames for anybody that wants to test one and provide feedback. I do listen to the feedbacks.
I've provided a lot of feedback to USPS. It might not have been the most positive of feedback, but it was feedback nonetheless. Every time I walk in there, they're just like, "Oh crap, this dude again." Like,
find my package, I'll leave you alone.
Yeah, exactly. You are the. Apparently, it was here too. It was here in that office that they sent it off to a missent pile. Or I was like, "What the fuck, guys?" Like, so. What's up, Just Me Hub? What's up, Drone On? What's up, E-Drone? Good stream, buddy. Dude, that was a great stream. Loved seeing Brian out there. Everybody's got to know who he is because he is just a phenomenal pilot. Very underrated. Doesn't post to YouTube much. But, man, he's a phenomenal pilot and a great dude. So, thanks for having him on. That was wicked. And man, the giveaways. Woo! So many awesome giveaways, dude. We'll have to keep up soon. We're reloading our giveaway pile as we speak. So
I'm waiting on frames to come in.
Yeah, he's waiting on frames. I got a couple more optimized drone tool pouches and giveaway pouches ready to go. But I want to do a nice big one where a few people get to win. What's up, kind FPV? Drone On, thanks for the love. Dude, you know it. Thank you for the love, man. You, so for all that don't know or weren't in the E-Drone show, Drone On was featured on there, and he's one of our new team pilots. But he told a story about back when we first started this, and we called our stream Drone On and On, I think it was. And it was literally we did 2 episodes, like our very first episodes were that. And somebody alerted Brian to that because his name was Drone On. And so Brian and I actually met on very uneasy terms. Like it was like sort of very much a branding issue. And a friend of Brian's got involved, and we ended up just talking it out. And I was like, dude, I'm fine with changing the name of it. Like we've only done 2 episodes. I have no problem. And that was sort of when we started thinking about like really taking this to the next step and rebranding it ourselves. And that was then the birth of Optimized Drone, was technically Brian and us meeting in that fashion. And since then, Brian's become a very good friend of mine, and we're very alike in mindset and in terms of how we do things and what we look for in the drone world and everything. And it was very refreshing to know that the FPV family can, like, you can have disagreements, you can be on negative terms, and suddenly just chat with somebody and it's like, oh shit, we're the same, like, cool, or like in the same situation. And I've personally found that this FPV family has gotten me through a lot of hard times. Like Matt, you were one of them. TJ Williams was another one. Everybody that I was talking to, like Burb FPV, all those guys, I was talking to you guys when I was going through a very difficult time in my life. And so a lot of that really helped me out, especially in getting into FPV. So this is, yeah, dude, E-Drone, so glad we all found each other because this is a great community. You got to go to bed, and I got to go to bed sometime in the near future. My daughter starts school tomorrow, so I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. But yeah, guys, definitely Sunday evenings and also throughout the week, E-Drone posts some incredible content. So definitely check out his channel as well. Yeah, props off. TJ is definitely a brother from another mother for me. Big beards for life. Woo! But yeah, TJ and I went through a very rough time together, and we talked each other through a few times. So very good dude, very solid person, and for all that don't know, TJ Williams, one of our very first interviewees, good friend of ours, and good friend of our shows, just made a step from working at Buddy RC, which was a fantastic position that he had, to being one of the new social media heads or marketing heads of Horizon Hobby, everybody. So he's stepping into the big leagues on that one, and congrats, TJ, because that
Yes,
is a
sir.
huge job, and he is super stoked. So definitely check out Horizon Hobby, guys. They've got tons of awesome airplanes, tons of awesome ground vehicle RC. They got some drone stuff, but not as much FPV stuff as like Pyro Drone would or whatever. But definitely check out Horizon if you haven't already. So I know TJ will pop in at some point. He always does. So yeah, that's some big FPV related news. Vitrifly is in the chat here. We prequeled this in E-Drone's interview with Brian, but I'd like everybody to welcome Robert Vitrifly Romero, otherwise known as Nine, to Team Optimized Drone. So
Woo!
welcome, Team Freestyle. So he is, in my opinion, the king of S-Bang style freestyle, and bang the world, everybody. But he is just brilliant on the sticks with that sort of shit, and I love it. And he's a great guy. Very, very much our kind of folk. What's up, Drone Man FPV? What's up? My name is Jeff. You popped in earlier. I know that. But yeah, welcome, Vitrifly. We love you, bro. And I'm actually going to be meeting up with Vitrifly tomorrow, hopefully, and ripping a few packs because we both need some FPV therapy these days and haven't flown in a little bit. I've been about a week or so since I've flown. So, yeah, and I think, I'm not 100% sure, but for iGao 3 guys, special optimized drone week, and I think we're splitting that week with another sponsor of iGao 3, but there are going to be some optimized drone prizes on week 10 for iGao 3, so definitely check that out. So that's coming up, I think, one of the next ones. But yeah, we've got some shirts out. We've got some Gang Nemesis HD micro frames. We've got Gang 60 laser frames. We've got some awesome prizes in that prize bag, including some antennas, goggle antennas, their patches, and a few other random swag items and toolkits and stuff like that. So definitely check that out, guys. iGal, if you're not in it already, you might not be able to anymore, but if you might because they've only done.
No, you can't. You can still enter.
So you
Um,
have to take a letter or something, don't you?
I'm not sure what the scoop is as far as entering late. Um, I think the only people that get letters are people who have entered videos and did not complete the challenge, though.
Yeah, I didn't enter a
So,
video, and I got a
like,
letter because I didn't enter, but mainly because I've done it every week. So
okay,
we've done like I've got a few letters because I was lax on the instructions and was like, oh, I got this, and then didn't read all the instructions and did it wrong or whatever. So I learned my lesson on that one. But iGao is a hoot, man. I love it. I've broken a couple of whoops. I'm not gonna lie, but oh, so thank you. My name is Jeff because he clued me into a little thing we've now learned is red pine. Have you heard of red pine yet, Matt?
I have not.
Red pine apparently is the new generation of SPI receiver protocol for like tiny whoops and stuff like that. So it needs to be an SPI receiver. The I have one my 65 millimeter Renegade. It keeps reflashing to stock board. It's an annoying board, and it has been doing this no matter what I flash it to. So I just deal with it. Whenever it does that, I reflash and reset it up. So I just copy and paste my CLI every time. And so I decided to try Red Pine because that one's an SPI. So I threw Red Pine on it and I put it on I set my TX to pick up Red Pine. And sure enough, I took off. I flew around for a bit. My God, it's not even just snappier. It feels like it has a ton more range and a ton more resolution because I like my Renegade was already pretty fast, but it felt like it was snappier rolls, snappier everything, and there was a lot less prop wash, which means the resolution of the throttle was at least up there a bit. And I didn't set anything else different. I didn't set different PIDs. I didn't set different motor idle or anything like that. I just changed the SPI receiver protocol. So Red Pine, guys, try it out. And there's a new Whoop flashable Quicksilver firmware as well coming. I think it's out, but I'm not sure. My name is Jeff, dude. Loving it. It flies so fun, man. Like I can't, dude. Red Pine, so fun. I'm gonna put that on all my SPI. I think I only have two right now, but I'm doing it.
Nick, stop. Pull
And
it out.
yeah, drone on. It does have great range compared to FR Sky. I was starting to get signal loss around the back of my house before, and with Red Pine, I took it all the way down to the cul-de-sac and back. And I was like, "Oh, cool, awesome." It goes further. So, yeah, guys, check out Red Pine if you haven't already. Let's do a few videos, and let's also you did you get to fly much at WCT?
I did, but I got mostly DVR footage, and I got a. I haven't even looked at the. I got a couple session videos from the freestyle comp that I did shitty. So, and I don't know. I do not know where my gimbal cam is, and I took some freaking cool videos on the gimbal cam that I need to do.
Oh yeah, the dude I just realized that I've got a ton of footage on my GoPro that I haven't even loaded into my computer or looked at yet. Like it's ridiculous how much, to be honest. I haven't done shit with it, and I feel really bad that I haven't posted much recently. But yeah.
Yeah, I've been kind of in a funk lately myself. I did figure out something cool on my editing software, though. Let's see if I can show you here. That one, okay.
So I'm just putting up. This is Night Train FPV's video right here. Apparently complaining that he wasn't flying much and asking if he was still flying. So putting up a video. Show people he's still flying. Good job, Mike. Let's do it. I'm in. All right, drone on, bro. See you later. I gotta make this a somewhat short one too, but it's, yeah, bro. Good e-drone stream too, man. That was a great stream. So hopefully in September we're gonna be also on e-drone stream. He has invited us, so keep a ear out for that announcement, guys, because that one's gonna be super fun. We're gonna try and get some giveaways together for it. What's up, Mr. Relentless? Night drone on. So yeah, Night Train's still freaking flying, everybody. Definitely go hit up his channel. We love Night Train. And he does a hangout stream as well, guys. I think is Night Train's the Whistle Stop? Yeah. Whistle Stop's hangout, I think. Night Train, if you're in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, guys, Night Train's still ripping it up as always.
So Dan, check this out.
Go. Ooh.
So I figured out how to make exploded diagrams in Fusion.
Nice.
So I can create those for, well, I mean, this frame is so simple that honestly, if people have questions about how to put it together, I question their abilities to like be able to build or fly a drone. But yeah, so some of the other ones, I'm going to be creating this for all of the drones that I have. It's going to be a little more difficult for some of them, but definitely going to be doing this for all the drones. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put, you know, what size the standoffs and the screws are, so people know. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Something I happened to stumble across the other day.
Nice.
So it's just a matter of creating one and saving it for all of the different frames.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, man.
I mean, it was always one of my pet peeves, and it was kind of help you with your frame. What do you mean, Vitrafly? You have a little trouble putting it together? Wait, what do you have? I don't even know what you have.
Yeah, he's actually designed a really awesome frame as well that I think he's asking your help with. Or advice on. I'm not sure. I'll talk to him tomorrow too and find out.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I saw his frame, his design. He's got. So.
Hey! Stop! Like, I got all my freaking shit stacked up in crates behind me. we filled a freaking 5 foot by 8 foot U-Haul to drag behind us.
That's awesome. All right, this is.
I mean, but I brought the smoker. I bought all my parts, all my freaking frames, all my whole bench.
Yeah, this is Danish's video he just put up, so we got to watch that for sure.
And the new one's even tougher, Marcel.
So, guys, Danish with the eye gouged tricks in through the field goal, like, love it. Which one was that, Danish? The it was one of the loops. Yeah, Danish, this is you. Damn right. Posting that up on this video right there. Oh. See, that's what I end up doing when I try and power lift a tree. I always end up in the top of it. I need that 6S power. I'm still rocking 4S cruisers. Nice. Oh boy. Alright guys, definitely check out Dana Stallion's channel because he's always fucking wicked.
Yeah, I like the little hoops he's got hanging from the trees and stuff.
Yeah, no shit. What are those, tires?
Looks almost like micro gates or something. It's kind of cool. Nice.
I want to know where he got all this PVC. That's what I want to know.
PVC.
It's expensive now.
Well, they've got some pretty decent sized stuff there, but it's not terrible.
Oh, Crishity crash.
So Dan, you were asking about some of the things that I got while I was at West Coast Throwdown.
Yes.
So one of the things I got was I told you I got a AR wing frame. This thing's brand new in the box. You asked me how big it was.
Yeah.
I didn't know, but it's this big.
Oh snap! That's like a proper full-size AR.
Yeah, this is a. My guess is it's probably 600 millimeter, give or take.
That's ridiculous.
So it's pretty dope. It's got a spot for the GPS underneath the little plastic cap right here on top. It's got all the magnet covers. It's got the motor, ESC, big bay for. I got a big 40 amp ESC for it. I got another actually I think it's a 70 amp ESC or something. But he gave me a freaking the Radix Mini 20 by 20
Nice.
and the Radix wingboard.
Oh, dude, wicked.
So that
the Radix is it the Radix 2 or the original brand?
It's the 20 by 20, whatever. I think that would only came on the.
That was the Radix 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that only came on the 2. But it's got some cool, like it's got the little nose cone, so I can put.
All right, Vitrafly. See you later, bro. See you tomorrow.
The FPV cam in the front, or I can put a GoPro right there and put the FPV cam here on the side. It's got the little flaps underneath the sides, so you can mount like a DJI cam there if you wanted to, or the DJI Air unit. It's got straps for the battery. I mean, it came pretty decked out. It's got multiple covers for depending on what you use, multiple front cones. Comes with all the carbon spars and all that stuff. So I was pretty excited, and it's brand new, so it hadn't been flown / crashed. And I've got one of those TBS flush mount VTX antennas that I just recently purchased. So that one will be fun to put together. I am going to put the put GPS on it, and I probably going to set return to home and auto launch it as much as I can figure out. But that was cool. I traded that for, got a set of 2208 1900 kV Zing motors, a set of 5. And then what else? I think it was a micro stack. He was looking for a micro stack, and I think I traded him a iFlight micro stack.
Oh,
like
nice.
$40 value, whatever. But yeah, that worked out pretty good. No, I told you I'm not fucking playing right now. Take a break. Go lay down. You want to come up and say hi? Come here. Come on. You say hi. You say
Hi,
hi.
Nick. Hello, Nick.
Yeah, she was pretty popular
Look
while
at
we
the Nick. Look at the birdie.
She's not looking at nothing except my hand. She wants to play right now. Well, we've been playing all freaking day. I don't know why she would be like so freaking ornery right now. Yeah, I haven't decided what I'm going to run on that wing yet. It'll probably be 4S because I've got mostly 4S batteries. And the motor on it, I can't remember what it is. Let me look real quick. I think it's a Sunny Sky, big freaking boy. Yeah, Sunny Sky.
TV.
Sunny Sky 2216-7, 1400 kV. So I'm definitely going to want to run at least 4S on it. But yeah, it'll be fun. And I actually have another motor, another ESC for it. The guy threw in.
Go 12S. You know you want to.
Yep. My chair's pissing me off. One of my wheels keeps falling out of it.
Oh, dude, mine used to do that.
Well, I've got a new bottom plate for it. It's been sitting here since before I left. I'm just too fucking lazy to put it together.
We got.
I'm gonna call into work tomorrow. I'm not even gonna log in. I don't feel like fucking around. Like seriously, I'm kind of freaking burned out. Kind of pissed off because they canceled the training after I was already out in fucking Portland.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
So it was nice to be able to come home a week early, but so I gotta talk to my boss and figure out it screwed up my delivery for my frames. So the frames are gonna be delivered in freaking Portland tomorrow morning. So I got to call them at my office in Portland and have them UPS them to me here. So otherwise, I would have my frames tomorrow, unfortunately. So I'm hoping to have the frames by Wednesday or Thursday, so I can start sending out the pre-orders for the Meet Me V2. Everybody that ordered their pre-order stuff. Yeah, dude, the freaking brisket was badass, dude. Freaking Derek ended up taking a bunch home with him. Peter ended up taking took a whole tray of pork home with him. Dude, Marcel, everybody loves Gank's meat inside them.
Yes, accurate. And everybody got teabagged over there at WCT as well. I saw Teabag rolling around and posting pictures, hugging everybody.
Yep. Yeah, he was there. Aaron was there. It was great to meet Aaron.
Yeah, dude. Oh, Aaron, man, I'm so sorry I couldn't make it out there. We're gonna find a day. We're gonna find a time.
So, Aaron, we were just gabbing a little bit before about how happy I was that you hadn't posted that brisket video, and all the lewd and rude comments that were going on when we were slicing it. The one that Derek sent me is the one that I posted. Right. The one that Aaron freaking took was a little bit was a little bit
graphic.
It was a little more graphic. It
was more NC-17 rather than PG.
Yeah, it was probably internet MA maybe.
Yeah, right. Oh god.
Yeah, dude. The brisket. So West Coast Throwdown. I'm waiting for Multi GPIO to post the freaking dates for next year for IO. Um, they West Coast Throwdown would like me to come out and cook the pilot appreciation dinner for Saturday night for next year. And I told him, yeah, for sure. I plan to come to West Coast Throwdown next year as well. And then I was asked the question, well, what happens if Multi GPIO schedules IO for the same weekend as the West Coast Throwdown? And I couldn't answer that. That was a tough one. I had so much fun at both events. If I had to choose between the two, I think I would be angry. Because it really was so much fun at both of them. And I really don't want to choose between the two. I want to go to both.
Yeah, I want to go to both too.
That's just me. I'm greedy like that. Well, I mean, I get 30 days of vacation a year. And next year, September, I get an extra 30 days because I go over 25 years with my company. So they give me a 30, for 25 years, they give you a 30-day, they call it sabbatical, anniversary time off. You have to take it all at once. They want you to freaking leave work and unwind. Management hates them.
Oh.
Because they have to let you go for a month and they have to find backfill for a month. So that's where I had problems with that last time. They didn't want me to take a whole month off.
It doesn't sound like the smartest of systems, to be honest.
Well, here's the thing. The way my company operates is no one is irreplaceable. There's supposed to be backups for everybody. And the way they do the anniversary time off, if you submit your anniversary time off, it's supposed to be 60 days in advance, minimum 30 days, but it's supposed to be 60 days.
Yeah.
And you've got 2 years to take it. I almost lost mine last time because my vacation request was turned down 3 times by my boss. And they pretty much, yeah, me hop, I'm in Texas. Yeah, I heard you guys are coming down next weekend to go to Cyclone FPV opening. I'm going to try to make it down there as well. But yeah, they were they fiddled around with that. Basically, the HR sent me an email, said, "Hey, you're losing your anniversary time off because it's been 2 years and you haven't taken it." And I copied my boss and my boss's boss and my boss's boss's boss, and with just 2 words, "Fix this." And
yeah,
I got a couple of phone calls within like an hour, and what's going on? Why did you just say fix this to Karen? And I was like, because I've submitted my application for vacation 4 times and she's turned it down all 4 times. I said, if she won't let me take it, how can I take it? I said, I should not be losing my anniversary time off because my boss won't let me take a month off. So basically, they ended up flying in 3 people to back up for me while I was gone.
Damn.
So
Mihop's up there with his crane to that cell tower.
Yeah, radio antenna tower there.
Damn, dude. This is apparently Mihop's new spot. So, well played on that one, Mihop. Dude, yeah, like, your boss can't deny it so many times, you know?
Well, so I have since taken a different approach to the way that I do vacations.
Yeah.
My current boss, right now, they're like, I may miss championships in Florida because they're scheduling classes for us right now for October, November, and December.
Yeah.
So my vacation request for that period was due a month ago. So, and I don't have a date for a champ, so I can't schedule it.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks. But it is what it is.
Well.
But yeah, both events were a blast, dude. I had a great time. Met some amazing people out in the West Coast. Met some amazing people at IO. met a couple people, quite a few more people that are, checking out the website. I had a lot of signups on the website while I was gone. I think if I had more stock, I would have more sales, but I'm out of stock of the Nemesis HD or the Nemesis 3-inch, the Nemesis HD 3-inch. Fuck. I think I'm out of stock on a couple of the Mutiny sizes. I think I've got a couple racers left. Still got a bunch. I think I've got like 8 or 9 of the 2.5-inch Mutiny left. And I didn't order any of the Mutiny 3-inch this round because I'm out of them. And the 3-inch and the 3-inch. What's that?
The Nemesis 3-inch?
Yeah. So the Nemesis, the Nemesis 3 V2 and the 2.5 V2. I didn't order any more of those yet because I'm changing the arm ends to match all the rest of the drones. So those will get placed next order. Mr. West has sent me designs for a frame that I need to look at this week. He designed his own race frame, so I'm going to check that out, see if all the fitting's good, and probably get a couple of those cut next round too for him to check out, for me to check out.
Nice.
Let's see what else I got. Necromancer parts coming in, so I'll be contacting the people that want to test pilot the Necromancer about getting those out to them pretty soon. I've got 7-inch arms, 8-inch arms, and 10-inch arms coming in.
Yeah. Dude,
yeah, I like I said, I took a different stance on that. If I have to put in vacation time, 4 to 5 months in advance, it's not a vacation request; it's a vacation notice. I am going on vacation at this time.
Yeah.
Prepare. And again, my company, like the way that we're supposed to operate is we're supposed to have backups for everybody. Of course, to save money, a lot of companies don't. And then their parent companies get angry when shit like this happens.
Yeah. This everybody who doesn't know, this is Drone On. He's our little micro freestyle pilot. So yeah, just figured I'd put this on because it was right after me house anyways. Gunwoo has been up to some fun stuff. His new video is pretty crazy too. He's a good pilot, man. Gunwoo.
But he's insane, yes.
Like just ridiculous. Like we've all seen amazing pilots, but for me, I don't know what it is about Gunwoo's piloting style. Just every time I'm like just blown away. Hey Brian.
Yeah, drone pilot. This vacation, it was, to be honest, it was pretty fucking stressful. I didn't get as much time to relax as I wanted. I was stressing out about everything. I tell you what, if it wasn't for my son coming along on the trip, I'd have been freaking. I would have not made it. Like he helped out so much, like moving shit I couldn't move because my back and my freaking legs were killing me, for being on my feet all day.
Yeah.
He watched Nick's, so it was super big help. Yeah, for those of you guys that didn't get a chance to see the Mutiny V2, sorry. I'm going to post pictures as soon as I get mine. I'm going to build one up as soon as they come in. So, build one up for pictures, and then I'm going to build one up to fly. So. All right.
Oh Man, Gunwoo's ridiculous.
Yeah, Jeff, you should have came out to West Coast Throwdown then. What's up, Hootie Man? Hootie Man Speakus, always watching, rarely commenting.
What's
My
up,
brother,
Hootie?
my brother from a Canadian mother.
Terry Hootie in the house, everybody.
Sitting up in the lovely, lovely, beautiful province of Saskatchewan. So Zach, he actually liked it. He said he wants to do more of these. He wants to start flying and practicing flying, actually, so he can fly too. So he's not just sitting around with his thumbs up his butt watching me.
Well, that would be nice. I have a feeling Zach could be a good pilot.
Oh, I know for sure he could, but I'm one of those dads that I won't force people to do things they don't want to do. You know what I mean?
Night me hop. Yeah, man, I totally hear that. I'm trying to be the same way with Angelica.
But there's some stuff I should have forced him to play. Like I should have forced him to try more sports instead of saying, "Do you want to do this?" And he says, "No." So he did football and basketball, and he did track.
Yeah.
Well, he did swimming too. So I mean, he actually did quite a few sports. But
So this is Gunwoo's most recent one. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I had him in my spare set of goggles for a while, and I had my monitor for him so he could see how people were flying. And yeah, he's totally understands now how easily addictive it could be.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, hooked me right away when I started flying. I was like, "Yep, this is the thing that I want to do."
What in the fuck just happened?
I don't know. What'd you do?
Holy shit! That's why.
What'd you do?
Nothing. I'm trying to add labels to these to this exploded diagram, and somehow my font was set to like fucking 12,000 point or 1,200 point or something like that.
Oh, that's awesome. So I've got to get my daughter's school stuff all ready for tomorrow, but it's only 10:41. I'd say 11:30 is going to be our cutoff tonight. I want to know more about the IO trip. You went live a few times at IO because you had cell service. So I know a lot about that. I want to know more about the IO and the WCT trip.
IO was it was a trip. I actually got to, I don't know if you guys saw it or not, if you guys are watching the live streams, but I actually got to do a little, what is it, the Tiny Whoop Lounge hosting session.
Yeah, dude, I had a blast with that.
Oh, dude, I was. It was unexpected and interesting, but I feel it went really well. I would totally love to do that more often, like commentary. It, like I said, I had a blast. It was a riot.
Yeah, she pulled you right up on stage. All I hear is, "Hey, there's Gank. Gank, come here. Gank doesn't have a mic. Give Gank a mic. Get up. He needs to sit down."
He's like, "Gank needs a mic. Do you want a mic?" I'm like, I was just gonna say, "Hi,"
Yeah.
And then freaking Dan, "Here, take my seat. Take my headset." And I'm like,
that was freaking awesome.
And there, yeah, that was not a average night for me. Let's say there were other things going on than normally are going on, so it was a fun night. Let's put it that way. I laughed my ass off. I was cracking up.
I was watching all of that, man.
Yeah, it was funny. Steele was there, and he's like with his little buddies, like kind of parked off to the side, and people are
Yeah.
constantly coming up to him and talking to him and shit. He looks over, and there's people constantly coming up and talking to me and shit. He just kind of looks over, and he just kind of shook his head a little bit, rolled his eyes, and it's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was pretty badass. Like I said, the whole thing. Talked to Nub for a little while. God, who else did I get to talk to? G-Man. G-Man's pretty interested in the Nemesis Micro HD. God, who else? Agilis. Talked to Agilis. Agilis, cool dude. Not as tall as I expected him to be, but cool freaking dude.
So Double A. He was like, I thought I heard you at Matt's campsite, Dan. I was walking past on Sunday night and thought I heard you. I just thought it was me until I got home and rewatched it.
Yeah, we did. I did go live from IO, didn't I?
Yeah.
Or a little bit, like we did a short stream.
I think you video chatted me or something, and he heard that.
Oh yeah, I was video chatting you a little bit on and off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer you weren't there.
I was very upset I was not there. I've been bummed out about that for a few days now, actually.
Next year, we'll just go drop your daughter off at my mom's house in Michigan. My mom loves little kids. She'd be happy to watch her.
Matt, did you see your doppelganger ass?
I did. I see him there every year. So, in case you guys don't know, Scott Hardesty, a.k.a. Heisenberg FPV, from the Cleveland area. He's part of the Cleveland Quad Squad, flies up out of there. He like the first year Terry and I went to IO, 2018. I kept freaking having people, I'd be racing and have my goggles down. What's up, Heisenberg? What's up, Heisenberg? And I was, I just kind of didn't realize it until I had someone pat me on the back. Good job, Heisenberg. And I was just like, what? And then finally I saw the guy and I was like, one of the guys actually, I just kind of looked at him like, what the fuck? And he goes, oh, you're not Eisenberg. And I was like, he goes, man, you guys look alike. and like, I don't know, probably about a day later, I ended up meeting the guy. And we took pictures together. And he was, yeah, he was he's a really cool dude. He and I have similar body shape. We both got the long goatee. I've got better hair. But yeah. But yeah, he's been there every year. Got to see Cat Muno there. Verb was there.
Yeah.
Maddie was there. Got to see Maddie. Mason Lively. Got to hang out with Mason. Mason was parked next to us for a little bit.
Mason's a good dude.
Yeah, Mason's a cool dude. Let's see who else we get to hang out with. Bernard hung out with us for quite a bit. If you guys don't know Bernard, he's a builder for Roto Riot.
Yeah. Did Bernard ever end up flying the frame?
He did. And his first day flying it, he fucking flew it right into one of the metal poles on the GP gate and fucking put a crack in the top plate.
Oh God.
He says, "Man, this thing's a lot faster than my CL." I was like, "Dude, the CL1's not a race squad."
Yeah. Right? That's an extra 100 grams right there.
Yeah, the CL1s are freaking tanks, dude.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, he builds them all day, so he knows them, right? So, I mean, I can kind of get that. But let's see who else was there. Neil and Ivan, they were there. Let's see, a couple other. There's three. Mike Clino was there. Maddie was there. Maddie Borich from Houston. Cole was there from Houston. Yeah, I tell you what. That's totally something that I was very surprised that was not set up. Multi GP having this partnership for those FPV kits, the mildly overpriced FPV kits. But I would have thought that they would have like 5 or 10 of those sitting around and had a little flying area for people to do to kind of get that experience, right? That was one thing they didn't have. It probably because they had the field set up far enough that 25 milliwatts wasn't interfering with the other fields. I did have a couple times, like if my quad lost battery, I could pick up quads from other fields, but that was the only time I ever saw him. Yeah, Hot Dog, Kelly was there, and two of the guys from Hot Dog were there.
There's a little bit of gank spanking his meat.
Yeah, this one was from this was at West Coast Throwdown.
Aaron
I can tell because there's a bottle of vodka on the table there.
This is that one. Aww. Aaron was playing with Nix, it looks like.
Yeah, Nix was pretty fun.
There we go. There's the happy Matt right there.
Oh, dude, that was, like I said, that was Sunday night. It was cool because like everybody came to the campsite and chilled. Everybody was just bullshitting and freaking getting stuffed on freaking barbecue.
There's Zach.
So that's Pete. Pete's a professional snowboard instructor.
Yeah.
Who does FPV during the day. He's freaking pretty wicked. He was freestyling in the hobbyist class, and man, he could have definitely been in the pro class. He was really good.
There you are, flying in your element.
That me trying to stand up and freestyle, that was interesting.
Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you for the pictures, Aaron.
Yes, Aaron, thank you.
Some gang shots. Of course, Nix was half of them.
Yeah, Neil and Ivan ended up giving Jeff a ride to the airport because he had freaking scheduled, I think, 3 different rides between Uber and Lyft, and like Uber like accepted the ride and then freaking put a hold on his money. Oh, it was terrible.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yep, Lundy was there. He was a riot. Matt Nowacek was there. Got to hang out with him for a little bit.
Matt Nowakowski.
Sorry, Matt Nowakowski. Yeah. Yes. So got to hang out with him for a little bit. He's a freaking trick.
D3?
Lundy was there. What's up, D3? How you doing? I usually have to lean against something if I'm flying at all while I'm standing.
Like Mr. Relentless wants to know your power stance. That was that last picture, man. Power stance Matt. Didn't you know?
Yeah, that was wobbly Matt trying to freaking keep his balance while flying.
Dude, I always end up either looking straight up or looking straight down. Like I don't know why. I can't help it, but it happens. So yeah.
Yeah, Jeff was any later, and I would have dropped Jeff off at the airport on our way out because he literally left like an hour before we did. It was nuts. He was worried if he was even going to get home. He ended up missing his flight. Had to schedule one for later in the evening.
Oh God!
But he had scheduled the Uber the night before, right? And just I guess nobody accepted it. Nobody took it or whatever, and they were holding on to his money. It was kind of bullshit.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
But it was awesome. It was cool to have him up there hanging out. We had spare beds anyway, so
he was camping in your pop tent for a bit, wasn't he?
No, he was in the camper. We had
okay.
He was on the top bunk of the bunk beds. Zach had the bottom bunk. Nix was sleeping wherever the fuck she felt.
Just like brothers.
Yeah, dude, my back was fucking killing me. That first mattress was a 3-inch thick memory foam that, like, as soon as you push your hand down, you feel the wood underneath it. And then the next camper had like this freaking horrible spring mattress. It's pretty bad when the freaking Best Western hotels have better mattresses.
Yeah. I got a fancy Airbnb once, and the bed was the same. It was just awful. And I was like, nope.
Yeah, and then I get back to my own bed, and I still freaking end up tossing and turning. So, I don't know. But yeah, we gotta hopefully here with all these new frames I got coming out, you guys are gonna like them and you're gonna buy them, and I'll make some money. I won't make too much money because I know I don't make them to break. So
Do that.
that's what I mean. I'm gonna start designing small faults into my frame so they break, and just telling people that tell me about it. Fuck you, I don't care.
A little score point, a little fracture point. Oh no, it's just design work.
No, those aren't perforations on the arms.
Make that little section out of that little breakable PCB board.
I could be the Ford Motor Company of drones. Hey, don't sweat it, man.
We don't care.
Yeah. In case you, well, I mean, I'm sure. Well, there's probably quite a few people that didn't get to see the pics that I posted because I know not all of y'all are friends with me on Facebook.
Why aren't you friends with Matt?
Possibly because I don't have enough common friends. Because I like anybody that has less than 20-something comic friends. Okay, so here is the picture of my doppelganger. That is Scott Hardesty.
Oh yeah.
Can y'all see that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm blowing it up. There you go.
So that was the first multi GPIO that I went to. Thank you, Hootie, for sending me that picture. And let's see. So here's the IO pics. All right, that was our campsite. Had a super nice camper. Pretty big. I think it's like 30 something foot. Had my little workbench set up outside. Oh, that's the wrong way. Me, Mr. Jesse. This is during the setup of the Tiny Whoop tent before everything was officially up and going.
Yeah, and you called me and was like, "Yo, Jesse, Dan's here." I was like, "Oh
yeah,
shit!"
I had to. Oh yeah, I couldn't freaking like not call you when I was standing next to Jesse and he was still setting like before everybody was around. So this is the picture of the track locations that they had. All right, so it had 7 tracks, including the Tiny Whoop track, which the Tiny Whoop and the World Cup track, obviously they were right next to each other, did not operate simultaneously.
I'm just gonna pop out and have a smoke. I'll be right back. You keep going.
Yeah, so Tiny Whoop was from 8 p.m. Well, sorry, whenever World Cup racing got over, so around 8 p.m., 9 p.m. ish, but it went till fucking 5 a.m. every night. Bar was open. Jesse was pouring free drinks, had free alcohol, beer, mixers, liquor. It's pretty badass. So here's Mr. Geoff PV sitting in one of the high back lounge chairs at Tiny Whoop Go Tent. First, I believe this was the sunset. Sorry. Had to throw a gank slap sticker. If you guys are watching the live stream of the Tiny Whoop Tiny Whoop races at IO, you probably got to see my slap sticker there, strategically placed. This is hanging out in the Tiny Whoop Lounge. There's Mr. Jeff Shue there, but also Mr. Steele sitting on the other side, just hanging out. We found out someone lost the lens to their flashlight. Found it on the ground, and Jeff was the only one able to get it fit in his eyeball like a monocle. So this is the Tiny Whoop tent, at least half of it anyway. So I went into slow motion here for the video, for the takeoff. I'd have to skip ahead a little bit because it is slow motion. Come on now. So, and that little blue one on the front left, that was Mason's. Mason Lively had just bought a Tiny Whoop like the day before qualification to fly in the event. So there's the Jesse sitting in the lounge with the microphones on. And freaking Terry sends me another picture of me freaking laughing my ass off at Nerd. I think I was flying my Hex at the time, and he was tripping out about it. Yeah, I've got a bunch of pictures from the past multi-GP IOs and stuff like that too. Like, so this is the trip from Indiana out to Oregon. Lots of freaking high mountain views. Stopped quite a few places along, take pictures. We did go through, take the long trip through Yellowstone. So these are some pictures from Yellowstone Park here. A waterfall. Zach rushing up there to take pictures.
Whoa, D3 Stream Ninja has changed his Stream Ninja profile pic.
There's my son.
Yeah, you and Zach seem to have had some fun, man.
Yeah, it was a blast. I liked hanging out with him. So this was, I can't remember what mountain that was. We couldn't see any of it because it was super rainy when we were driving through Yellowstone. So I was a little bummed that we missed some of the great views.
Yeah, that's happened to me a few times going through cross country or through like Colorado and Utah. It's always a storm when you're going through the most beautiful parts.
Yeah, but we did get some really nice pics. Dude, we had one spot where the sun was so fucking red, and it was just like that red in person. Like, not just on the camera. I thought it was like a weird IR twitch on the camera, but it was freaking super red, like right in front of us. Oh, we got a couple pictures of some dust devils going through the Plain States. Drove through a couple national parks. It's pretty badass, actually. I was going to drive down past freaking the Grand Canyon on the way home, but that would have taken me another like 9 hours out of the way, and I was freaking wiped and ready to be home. So this is
I'm not gonna lie, the Grand Canyon's not that worth it. I'll be honest. Like, I've been there. It's cool and all, but
so this is Jesse Galagos. If you guys don't know him, also known as High as Fuck FPV or High AF PV. They're freaking cool ass dude to hang out with. He does a lot of chase footage and stuff like that. So he's probably going to be testing one of the necromancers. But yeah, Jesse and I hit it off pretty well. He and Zach hit it off pretty well too. Pictures of the brisket. Slicing it up. I got these gloves that were freaking tear resistant, but man, they were like literally transferring the heat from the brisket to my hand. So here's the brisket cutting video.
The taste, like,
yeah, listen for the moan.
oh my god.
Don't listen to him.
That's the live video that goes out on Facebook. Has someone in the back. Can you cut your balls while you're cutting that? I'm so glad we can't do live video right now.
I'm not gonna test.
Oh man,
that was super good. Yeah, Nick's was being
super juicy.
And then let's see. Thought I had. Oh yeah, here we go. So this is from the trip home. They actually have there's actually a freaking ride. If you look at the very tip of the needle up there, they've got one of those drop rides up there. So you can climb up to the tip of the needle and then ride the drop ride overlooking Las Vegas. So there's Circus. Carrot Top is still alive, guys. There's evidence right there.
Dude, And he's live at the Luxor, which is one of the only casinos. I don't think I've allowed it still.
What else did I get to see? Oh, there's a lot of construction. This place here had like a UFO on it. So on the side of the Hilton there.
That was the Riviera, wasn't it?
This one? That's the Hilton.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But they've got a huge like LCD screen on the side of the building.
Yeah.
So I guess the deceased Michael Jackson is coming back for a digital show, or they're doing some kind of hologram show with Michael Jackson or something like that. They were advertising it all over town.
Only in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bellagio and the Luxor, I think I'm on that list.
Treasure Island.
Nope, that one was fun when I went to Vegas. That one was pretty fun. I never...
Caesar's Palace. Oh, we had to take a picture of Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen.
So, when I was there, I stayed at the Riviera, which is, I don't think it's there anymore, to be honest. I think they tore it.
We were super tempted. I was super tempted to stop, but this was like, these were taken at like freaking noon.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I stop now, that literally adds a whole day to my fucking trip.
But dude, it's Vegas, man.
Well, I know, but like,
you got to roll through the strip, though. At least
search for pet-friendly hotels in Vegas. There's not. You have to go way outside, and it's a pain in the ass.
Dude, the Luxor all-you-can-eat buffet is ridiculously good. Like, far too good for its own good, man.
So, and then here's some more mountains outside of Las Vegas on the way home. This view here was kind of ridiculous. We drove by Mount Shasta.
Nice.
That was pretty cool. Drove by Lake Mead. Lake Mead was super low. A little bit of the edge of the Grand Canyon there. So keep in mind, these were taken from a moving car, doing about, well, anywhere between 55 and 75, 80 mile an hour.
Do it. The best kind of photo, man, especially in terms of road trip.
Now, Hootie, I would have done it, except I didn't have my lucky Canadian with me.
Aw. Hootie, you dropped the ball on that one, man.
Oh, Hootie's right, though, because like we stopped on our way to MultiGP Iowa in 2018. We drove a Class A RV all the way up from Texas, and we stopped just across the border. I'm trying to remember. I think it was just across the border of Missouri, and we stopped at one of the Indian casinos there. They had RV hookups and stuff, so free parking for RVs. So we parked there, went inside. I think both of us had set a limit to how much we were going to spend and how long we were going to spend in there. I think I capped myself at like $200 I was going to spend, or $300. I ended up coming out $900 a head on top of the $300 I went in with. And then Hootie came out. I think Hootie won almost $4,000, but he paid for the whole flipping RV from that little stop at the casino. So that was badass for sure. And they had good food there.
Nice.
Oh, I did get to see in person my first brothel, and my 25th. We passed by 30 or so brothels when we were in Nevada. Yeah, Zach was just like, "Wow, they're just like out there everywhere, huh?" And it's like, oh, well, get close to the main road, travel through the place. I mean, there's going to be signs.
Like, advertising's advertising.
Yep. So, yeah, it was a pretty fun trip.
Nice.
So Zach said next year he's going to try to convince Taryn to come along. Taryn was a little bit bummed because she said it looked like we were having a lot of fun. So, well, yeah, we
Aw.
did. But she was like, but she called me like after we were gone after IO that weekend, the weekend of IO. When are you coming back? Oh, not for a couple, 2.5 more weeks. What? You didn't tell me you were going to be gone for that long. Holy God. And I was like, well, yeah, I did. I mean, I mentioned to you that I was doing, doing multi-GP IO in Indiana. And then the following weekend I was going to Oregon. And then I also told you I was going to be out there training at Intel. And she was like, oh, yeah, but I didn't think it was going to be that long. And I was like, well, yeah.
Well, then listen to your father.
But yeah, we did, like I said, it was pretty fun. I wish I would have taken more pictures. I wish I would have gotten more video. I need to do like fucking Hootie does. Hootie brings a goddamn envelope full of fucking SD cards, and he's constantly swapping them out, and they're numbered, and he knows what's on them.
Nice.
He's like way more organized. He used to be the official Gank videographer. But
well, Hootie, go down to Texas and hang out with your buddy.
I don't know if he can. There's like big freaking travel restrictions.
Oh, I know, but
right now
there's travel ability. There's just not much.
Well, I don't think he wants to have to stay in one of those quarantine hotels when he gets back that he has to pay for out of pocket.
True.
So, and I understand. Well, what I understand, they're like charging people like $700 to $1,000 a week. So,
well, my parents traveled back and forth, and they didn't have to do that.
Oh, well, they must have got lucky.
They live in Ontario area, or they have a place there. So. But yeah, so I think we're gonna have to call it quits pretty soon because I gotta get her all ready for school tomorrow and all that. Dude, I am terrified. She gets on the bus tomorrow. I've spent 5 years like.
They should give them like little tags that tells their bus number and their name and stuff.
Yeah, they do, but it's still nerve-wracking as hell. She's gonna be fine. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that my daughter will be A-okay and love every minute of it. I'm gonna be the mess.
Yeah, Hootie just said the border's still closed for U.S. travel.
Yeah, I figured as much.
So. Hopefully by next summer, Hootie, you can come down and visit. Do an FPV road trip like the old days.
You need a super long quad. Matt, just imagine the look on his face if you just flew an FPV quad with a little note on it that just says, "Hi, Hootie," and just hovered it in front of his front door.
That would have to be one hell of a quad because it's like...
Right?
It's like 3,000 some odd miles to his house.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to see the look on his face if a quad's hovering in front of his doorway. Yeah, dude, Danish, I know the feeling, man. And here's the thing: her school doesn't want the parents to drop off because they're not letting parents in due to the COVID restrictions and all that stuff. So. They were like, we don't want them to drop them off, so if they're taking the bus, it's better for them to get used to it so that they don't see parental driving as a fallback for being late or something. And so they're like, we encourage all parents to put their kid on the bus the very first day. I'm like, she's never been to school before, and I'm a full-time single dad. Like, this child has not left my side for 5 freaking years. Like, I know, like, she's never been in any vehicle other than mine. It's like, okay. I guess I have to put her on a bus? Oh. But yeah, dude,
it's tough, but they do fine.
Oh, I know.
You really don't want her to be one of those the kids that depends on their parents to give them rides to and from school.
Oh, I know, and yes, Hootie, I will 100% be that guy. And luckily, the bus stop for the entire neighborhood is literally 50 feet outside of my door. So at the end of my driveway, I go left, and there's the bus stop. So it's gonna. I'm literally gonna be sitting at the driveway, just like, okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's 403. Why is it 403? They should have been here. Like,
Yeah. So Hootie's only 1,600 miles from me.
oh, that's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Okay, yeah. Considering I just put 6,000 miles almost underneath my ass in the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, did the driving go without fail at least? Was there like any flat tires?
Nope, no flat tires, no weird noises, no nothing.
Sweet.
Brakes work like a champ. Like I said, just put new brakes and bearings and all that stuff on it. My car's making another bearing noise. I think it might be the rear wheels because I only did the fronts.
Yeah.
But friggin' it towed that trailer. I mean, the trailer was heavy as fuck. Zach and I both had to lift the freaking hitch up to get it on the back of the car.
Oh yeah, it would be.
So, but it was super heavy. I mean, considering that's just a little. Basically, it's a freaking Ford Explorer. It's a little Mercury Mariner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little V6. If it wasn't a V6, I'd have fucking struggled. There was a couple hills. There was a 12% grade hill just inside of Yellowstone. That, man, my car was struggling. It was like holding at 4,000 RPMs just trying to keep to 40 mile an hour going up that hill.
Yeah, so there were a couple spots going through Colorado back before I got my Nissan Xterra. There were a couple spots where I had a little rally Toyota Matrix, one of the little 4-wheel drive edition ones. And so it was a little hatchback, and I thought it was capable of everything. Drove it cross country, no problem. But then on the way through Colorado at one point, trying to keep up with the highway speeds of like 70 miles an hour through the high altitude mountains. Holy crap, that blew out my transmission. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Like my transmission really did fine. I was trying to make sure that it wasn't constantly going back and forth in between gears, and
yeah, and that's what I think killed mine, because it did that trying to go up a hill, and then it just went kaput.
Well, yeah, at that point, if it does that more than once, I just click the overdrive off button and let it stay in third gear.
Yeah.
But yeah, to answer your question, Hootie, my fuel mileage average was 16 miles to the gallon with the trailer. So I'm gonna buy a fucking Expedition or a Tahoe, because that car, for what it is, I mean, it's great. It's a great little commuter car. It's too small to be very comfortable for someone my size on a long trip. And for 16 miles to the gallon while towing something, my Expedition got 15 miles to the gallon while towing a boat. So it ran like a dog, but it got 15 miles to the gallon driving like a boat. I would rather have a bigger vehicle and be more comfortable if it didn't get the same amount of gas mileage. So I'm gonna end up with a truck, probably a 3/4 ton truck, or half ton, depending on what I come across. But either a SUV, like a 2500 Suburban or Excursion or something like that, or a nice quad cab truck.
Yeah.
And then just,
dude, like you've seen my truck, and like it's a, I wouldn't say it's a full SUV. It's a mid-size SUV, you know?
yeah, you've got
like,
an Xterra, right?
Yeah, I've got the Xterra 4x4. So not the Pro 4S, the XR, I think it is, or something like that. But it's the 2014, so it's the newest Xterra you can buy, pretty much. Because they stopped making them in 2015. But yeah, I love it. And dude, like, I tow my 12-foot trailer, and I've done 2 full cross country, one from Colorado up to Minnesota, then back down to Florida when I first moved to Florida, and then another long haul all the way up here to VA. And each time the Xterra did it flawlessly with a full trailer of hundreds of pounds of stuff, you know? Like, it had no issues. And so, I love my Xterra, man. If you're gonna look for mid-size, granted, they don't make them anymore, so
Well,
you'd be better off
I'm
with
just
something.
looking for full size.
Yeah.
I haven't been impressed with any mid-size SUV and its towing capabilities, to be honest, or
Yeah.
mid-size truck for that matter. So,
Well, for a giant RV like that, probably not.
well, I mean,
You
I'm,
need a
I'm
full
looking
size.
I'm looking at getting probably a 30, maybe a 32 foot.
Yeah, like
tow
mine's
box.
a 14-foot trailer, I think. So it's not like it's minor compared to it.
Yeah, I really don't need a fifth wheel. I mean, fifth wheels can sometimes be more trouble than they're worth, but yeah, just something. I mean, something I could take on all these trips myself, and then rent out when I'm not using it.
Yeah.
I mean, because I could pay my fucking rental bill. You rent it one weekend a month, and you pay your freaking your payment for the month.
Yeah.
I mean, most of those are renting for 130 a night, 150 a night, and then plus delivery fees, setup fees, and all the rest of that stuff. So, I mean, other than having to fucking make time to do that, transport it and all that shit, finding a place to store it till I get my property.
Yeah.
Although, good news, property prices are coming down in Austin.
Good.
So,
Get in while it's hot. All right, man. I think I gotta call it a night because I gotta get her bag packed and everything.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out, you guys. Good being back. Hopefully next weekend, I'm going to try to get some of the Quad Fellas guys to talk about West Coast Throwdown. Say maybe Derek Brown.
Let's definitely get a few people on next week for sure.
So I've already seen some footage, thrown out and stuff like that. So, but yeah, definitely the Quad Fella guys are. I want to get them on and talk to them because, they between them and Derek Brown, they are the Derek Brown, Nate Baker, and the Quad Fellas guys. Between those guys, that West Coast Throwdown would not happen. And it was an amazing event. Those guys busted their ass. Like Jesse,
Daryl Noddings, all those guys too.
Yeah, and like Jesse did Jesse got thrown into race director position. He did an awesome job the whole weekend. Didn't get much of a break. Didn't get a chance to fly himself a whole lot, but he was happy to do it for everybody there. Some of the prizes they gave away like fucking, I'd say at least $10,000 in prizes there.
Let's definitely get them on next week.
So,
all right, guys. Everybody have a good night.
All right, take it easy. I'm gonna go crash.
Yeah.
I need my beauty sleeps.
All right, Matt. I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna message you tomorrow about a few things. All right.
Yes, sir.